1095 days since I've been reading my Bible. It's crazy because I remember just hitting 1,000 days, like what, 95 days ago. So, anyways, it's Yan. Let's go ahead and talk today. So, today was day 1095, and 1095 is so important because it equates to 3 years of consistency, 3 years of discipline, 3 years of daily devotion, 3 years of just giving it to God. And the timeline is actually a little bit longer than that. However, this is just the longest consistently I've done it. So I talked about this before in a video how when I first started my Bible reading journey, like I think I had got up to like 200 days and lost my streak. This is before I knew you could, restore a streak. This is before all of that. Like so like to hit this 3-year streak and still, be consistently in the word is just such a beautiful thing, right? I made a tweet about it and I explained how this it I enjoy spending intentional time with God. And God is amazing, like, and a lot has changed in 3 years. Like 3 years ago I had a job. Y'all know I last year I lost my job, and I still have stayed committed to it. And, it could have been so easy to fall off during the time period of not having a job and writing my book and doing everything else that I was doing. But I kept it going. I stayed consistent and I stayed disciplined and I kept locked in on that. And I was just explaining to someone yesterday about how one of the things that I really enjoy about this like Bible reading journey is the fact that like staying on those plans, like the Bible plan that I'm doing, because this is my third time reading the entire Bible. Those plans, they help me or force me in a way to stay consistent. And, I don't want to say forced, like I'm forced into this religion and forced to follow God, because I'm not, right? It's free will, it's choice. And I choose daily to stay in the Bible and stay reading my Bible plans. But they help a lot with helping me stay consistent. You also have the verse of the day. And I remember I seen a post recently and somebody was like, "Hey Christians, it's not enough to just read one verse a day." And I was like, honestly, listen, I don't want nobody to like listen to that. Don't ever listen to anything like that someone says, because before I was reading the entire Bible, I started with a verse a day. And one thing that I always say is God does not want you to be perfect. He wants you to just show up. Show up and give it to him. Show up and trust him. Show up and give it your all. That means more than, someone online telling you how to do it. It's important that you just start somewhere and then you can build up to the point where you're reading the entire Bible. You're being able to dissect it and understand it even more. And another thing I was talking about recently is how it's the living word. It's going to speak to you in different seasons of your lives in different ways. I remember my first time reading it compared to my second and my third time around. Things are pointing out to me that I'm like, wait, I read that? Like, I couldn't even remember that I read that. And, but again, it's the living word, right? And it speaks to different seasons of your lives, and certain things stand out to you than they did before. But, anyways, I started with a verse a day. I started just doing that for an entire year, but I had to build up to the place where I am now, where I'm on my third time of reading it in its entirety. And I've even talked about my journey with being able to do a deeper Bible study with it. Like, I'm still working on that. That's something that I'm still doing. So when I show up and I show my streaks and I talk about them, basically what this is saying or showing is just that there is a discipline attached to me staying committed to, building that relationship with God. That's what I want to show. I want to show that I'm still showing up. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean I know it all. You might ask me something and I might still be like, you know what? That's a great question. Let me actually do a deeper dive. Like, I may only be able to give a surface level about this, but I'm still, unpacking. I'm still staying in, and I'm still, trying to learn every single day as I read my Bible. So this is a special day, and I'm very excited to be this far and have come this far. And it's always been my goal as well to inspire others to want to get to this place as well, to want to stay committed to reading their Bibles as well and building that relationship with God, because that's the most important thing. And then everything else comes, right? But um, I just am so thankful. I'm so grateful. And I started out with a prayer today. And I just want to publicly thank God for everything that He continues to do for me privately, and how He continues to carry me, and how He continues to sustain me. And you can thank God for that too. Just start with a simple prayer daily. And this is something I try to do daily. Again, I'm not perfect in my walk, but I do try to start with gratitude, because this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, right? I want to start by being glad in it, because this is a day that He gave us. And I'm thankful. It's a nice sunny day as well in Ohio. Like, here we get a lot of cloudy days. But when you don't get that sun and you aren't getting those cloudy days, and I don't know if I said that right, and you're only getting those cloudy days, you have to have something to anchor yourself in. And for me, that's my relationship with God. That's why, I continue to like stay in that word. That's what continues to keep me joyful in the midst of a day that could seem like a gloomy and a down day. So today I just wanted to just share that news about it being the 3 years of me reading the Bible consecutively. It's really been more like 3.5 years. But again, I had the streak going and I missed one. So I'm just counting just from that day or whatever. So but yeah, it's been great, and it's something that I plan on continuing to do. And as long as I live, I want to continue to do it, because I know that I have to continue to remain rooted in the word and rooted in God, and then everything else follows. Like recently, I shared with you all about the Cleveland Browns thing and how like I wasn't chosen, I didn't know anything about it, but I wanted to attach that and root that back to God, because that's one thing that I was very like putting emphasis on, is that I have to make sure that I am rooted in God first, and what God has for me will be for me. And like I had got a bunch of comments, and everybody was like, well, somebody even was like, pitch yourself to them. And I'm like, do y'all know that I spent almost every Sunday last year posting outfits, highlighting the games, highlighting the tailgates, and tag them in almost every single one. And I was not acknowledged, but that is okay. I said, because I know that I work as though I am serving the Lord, right? And I have to stay rooted in what God has for me. And simply put, I just take it as it's just something God did not have for me. But of course, there's going to be an opportunity somewhere, whatever that may be, that God does have for me. So, yeah. So, anyways, I just tell that story to say, at the end of the day, this 3 years speaks to the tenacity that I have, and me building that relationship with God, me being able to, withstand anything, go through any storm, because I know that I have God there with me, because God is within her. She cannot fall. And this is, what the Bible says. Like, she opens her mouth in wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. I'm always going to speak from a place of kindness. And when we talk about Galatians 5, those fruits of the Spirit, one of them being long suffering and patience. So having to be patient during a trying time in my life, and understanding that ultimately God has the final say so in what it is He is calling me to. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm very excited to hit day 1095 of this Bible reading journey. And today is, I think, day 53 of my challenge. Lots of things going on. Y'all probably like, she just got too much going on. But also, hold on, I wanted to share this too. My book has arrived. This is my newest project. This is my 31 May reminders. I haven't been talking about it as much because there was supposed to be a men's one to follow, but it has been a complete disaster trying to get it uploaded in Amazon. I've had so many issues. So this is the only one that I have for the women. And honestly, it's partially my fault because I should have locked in sooner. But it's gonna be on Amazon, and eventually I'll put it up on my website. The men's one is just in limbo right now. I'm actually gonna call them after I get off of this video, but that is out. It is a devotional slash journal for you to do a daily reflection and just kind of walk through and also spend intentional time with God, because that's what it's all about. The projects that I create, I want them to always be rooted in God and how we can lean more on God and seek God first in everything that we do. That's actually, I want to say that's day two. I want to say that that's day two, if I'm not mistaken. I know I put that in there. But may you have a great day right from the start is day one. And then may you trust the Lord with all your heart is day two. So this might be day three. May you put God first in all that you do. And then may you seek God daily. This is day four. Hold on, let me move this up. Oh, I forgot I got this one. It's like, where are you at? But it's day four, y'all. And it says, may you seek God daily. He's waiting for you. So yeah, seek God daily. He's waiting for you, and trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So nevertheless, I'm feeling very blessed, feeling very thankful. And yeah, that's that. That's all that I got for y'all today. I'm very excited to hit 3 years, and I'm going to continue to keep it going. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for today. I hope that today is going absolutely amazing to you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.